Sitting beneath Tightwad Hill, California Memorial Stadium in Berkeley. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the UCLA Bruins and the Cal Golden Bears. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Hey, I caught up with the UCLA head coach before the game. This is going to be a huge challenge to get this upset on the road. Not only is this one of the best quality opponents they have faced so far, it is a quality crowd. You can hear from the noise. This crowd is ready to get after it. A very hostile environment. We will see how they handle it, and I will keep you posted how it's going down here on the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. So UCLA's kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback making adjustments. Sangopolitelli. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
I love the offense coming out being aggressive on the first play of the game. They're trying to take momentum right away, but the defense was waiting, and they were ready, and they get the interception. You can't start a ball game better than the way the defense just did there.
I'm about to say, the defense loves that they came out like that, too. Like, expecting the pass, played the pass, made the first big play in this ball game, the very first play of the game.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. so frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. They'll run the option. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17.
And we talked to the coaches coming in, right? Like, they knew they were going to see the option. But the speed is so much faster in the game, and the offense does a really good job getting it to the pitch man pretty quickly, making that read and making a play early in this football game.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Throwing, Imaliava. Got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Bruins. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
That makes the score UCLA 7, Cal
0. Looking for blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Golden Bear offense, ready to start this drive. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think...
Turning it on! He finds enough daylight and gets it out across the 45, out of bounds at the 47, and a big run there.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Lets it go. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. All right, guys, let's talk a second about Cal. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Throwing, Sangapovatelli. Right on the money. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
Well, on that 3rd down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after the catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier inbounds and getting him down, now setting up 4th.
The kick is on its way. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll give it to the transfer, first carry of the season. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They give it to him again. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava finds his big tight end. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
On 3rd down, offenses have their plays. What they like in 3rd and short, what they like 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
The Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Quickly to the tight end. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
And the Bruins come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Wants to throw. It's Iamaleava. Escapes the pressure going right. And it just squirted through his... And he wanted to take off and got too anxious.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, and in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
The Bruins come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Nice job to keep it himself, find the 1st down marker, and move the change for this offense.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. 3rd down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he's able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving, keep the sticks rolling.
And the Bruins are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the back. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
On the run, it's Knight. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Off the RPO, complete. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
The Bruins will come to the line to convert on 4th down. Iamaleava to throw for it on 4th. Finds him out of the backfield. Oh, he's got... Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Yeah, and that is so frustrating because he did the right thing. He got the 1st down, got past the sticks, but didn't do the most important thing and take care of the football, and that goes right back now to the defense.
And a great job, David, by the defense not quitting on the play, right? Of course, they saw him getting the first down, but they were still pursuing. They still got hats to the ball. They were able to rip it away, and that is a huge game-changing, momentum-changing type play now.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. JKS finds his man. It's Thomas. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his tight end. Plows through the defense. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
He leaves it with his back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Jaron Kiave Songopolitelli. Going to take a shot. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bruins. A pick 6.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
That makes the score UCLA 14, Cal 0. Number 15, set to advance on the football.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Cal's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit, but they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Sangopolitelli. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Looking deep. Makes the grab on the big throw. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Throwing, Sangopolitelli. Fires quickly. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And as a quarterback, man, you have to have a short memory, right? Be able to put mistakes behind you. He threw an interception last possession. Who cares? Nice job coming out, getting organized, getting the play down, having confidence, and now they're moving the ball right down the field.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Firing to the right, complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. JKS. Here's the heat. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incomplete throwaway.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. From the gun on 3rd down, Sangopolitelli. They're working that left side. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short. And you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this 1st down.
Again, it's Sangopolitelli. Makes a catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cal. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Morgan. Slips through the line. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Iamaleava. Caught in the backfield, it's Knight. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. And the Bruins racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Smith with the grab over the middle. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Now on first down from the 43. The run inside. It's Knight.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Throwing, Iamaleava. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Third down from the gun. Here's Nico Iamaleava. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Touchdown, UCLA! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Jaron Kiave Sangopolitelli. Oh, they're after him. Goes high to pull it in. And the Golden Bears come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. The quick out. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. They go play action with Sangopolitelli. Fires to the wideout. That pass is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Sangopolitelli throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. completion there in the red zone and set up at the 13.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Again, it's Songo Bolatelli. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears. Makes the catch. Plenty of room. Feet down in the end zone.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Setting up the screen. Breaks into the open. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. The Bruins are in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Here's the pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
It'll be third and long. Forced out of the pocket. He's pulled down right at the 42-yard line. Fourth down coming, and might they roll the dice from their own territory?
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. He might want another play. Songo Bolatelli on the play action. Here comes the heat. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Caught behind the line. It's strong. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Throwing Sangabolotelli, using his legs to buy some time. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. Upstairs he's got it. Boy, he almost finished this half with a bang, and are they lucky to get him stopped? They're eager to head to that dressing room right now. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports Studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. We begin our wraparound with Clemson taking on the number 11 team, the LSU Tigers. And it's Clemson able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively you understand, like, the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Now on the option. Here's a little room there. The 30. Running inside the 20. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
And that's why this offense is hard to stop, man. They have that option to pitch it. So as a defense, like, I got to get the quarterback, and then I got to get the pitch man, and they lost the pitch man, and you can tell he made them pay with a big gain down the field.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Goes to the option. Touchdown, Bruins! Great job by the back on the option.
UCLA.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with the score from the 4.
14. Number 15. Celtic kick it away.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score. Snags it, and he's open. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Golden Bears want to crank the tempo.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Complete in the middle. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And the Golden Bears with a second and short to keep this drive moving. JKS under fire. Got his man. He's brought down at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for a first down. The Golden Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. The short hands, it's Thomas. There he goes. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And he's spreading the ball all over the yard, man. A lot of times when you go to one guy, man, I can kind of shut them down, or I can run coverages to stop wide receivers. Now getting the tight end involved, using the whole field, really in a flow, in a rhythm, the passing game looking good.
Now on first down from the 28. Wants to keep it in the air. A shot toward the end zone. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Jaron Chiave Songopolitelli. It's complete to the right. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Golden Bears. And after being in a huge hole, they're all the way back. Just one possession away. On to attempt the try. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. So an 82-yard drive there. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. Gonna run it. It's Knight. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Third quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. right back to the well. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? Iamaleava. He's got him in the flat. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And the Bruins send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And there he goes! Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Give to the back. They make the stop, but he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Sangapowatelli looking for the score. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Cal!
And this is the part of the field where you gotta love to have the big tight ends. These guys are used all over the field now. Find those mismatches. Palmer, nice throw, nice catch.
Man, I remember a time when tight ends were good for 5-yard out routes and blocking. How nice is it to have a guy with this guy's size and speed to stretch the field vertically, get into the end zone quickly, and be a great target for you? That's every quarterback's dream.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the fourth quarter gets underway.
Number 29, set to kick this one away.
Almost a disaster on that return, but they jump on it and they'll maintain possession. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Throwing, Iamaleava pumps it downfield. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. It's the fourth quarter. It's a tie ball game. You need a stop. What an unbelievable job forcing the interception, creating offensive opportunity for your offense to go out and win this ball game.
Here comes the Golden Bear offense ready to start this drive. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Touchdown, Cal! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. Gets it almost to the 30-yard line. They'll mark him down at the 29, and a solid return there. UCLA will go back to work on offense. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Here's Iamaleava to throw. It's complete on the right side. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
They'll have a first down here, a week 0 game that is living up to all the hype and anticipation. Takes a handoff. It's Thomas. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run the option. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little gain because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
They'll try to pick up this 3rd down and keep the drive moving close to midfield. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. He's got the tight end. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
in search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Iamaleava. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Knight. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
A run for the quarterback. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Bruins headed quickly to the line. Quarterback keeper. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And they get another first down. And this offense right now, man, it's just death by 1,000 cuts, right? Like, not a lot of big plays, but they're finding ways to continue to move the football to get first downs. And a lot of times, man, the wear-out factor will come. You run a bunch of plays, and this defense can get tired.
He wants to go deep. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Throwing, Iamaleava. Got his man on the right. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. They'll try the right side. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
So now it's 2nd and long. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Going for it all. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the 4th quarter, you've got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
3rd down in the gun, Iamaleava. Finds a man in the middle. Perfectly thrown ball. Nice catch. Good tackle, but it's 1st and goal from the 5. Timeout taken now by the Golden Bears. That'll be their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. Iamaleava. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Bruins. And they take it in for 6 more points. The Bruins fight back with a score of their own.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the 4th. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
And with that pass right there, dude, he goes over 350 on the day. Nice performance. This QB's been dialed in.
Biggest drive of the game right here as we get close to the end of regulation. They'll keep it on the ground.
In a situation like this, it's all about confidence on offense, and having success early in the drive is paramount. And that's what you've seen. They've done a really good job here putting a few plays together. They've got some momentum. They've got to keep this thing up if they're going to go score.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll try it again. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
They'll go ahead and call a timeout here with 7 seconds left on the clock. And the Golden Bears will line it up on 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Throwing Sangapolatelli. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears. And they've moved out front here in the 4th. The Golden Bears with an answer.
That is how you end a football game. Closing seconds, great execution. Take the lead. This game is almost over.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. He stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. The old coaching cliche, go win-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
That great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. On the banks of Lake Washington, it's Husky Stadium. A high-caliber, high-noon showdown here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Colorado Buffaloes and the Washington Huskies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
The most beautiful views from the water on Lake Washington, Husky Stadium, is something special. You can see the lake, the mountains. You can see it all from kickoff. This is one of the most glorious views in all of college sports. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And the Buffaloes ready to kick it away first. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Quarterback making checks. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Got enough for the first. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground, and you see the speed by the ball carrier there, Reese, picking up a huge chunk of yards.
And I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
And the Huskies, after exploding for that huge run, back to work.
Here we go. Ready.
Going to the ground. Might have a chance. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. When the Huskies are moving on the ground like this, you will bow down to Washington.
Yeah, and I tell you what, with all the rain they get out there in Washington, you better have a dependable ground game that you can go to and establish that tempo. Obviously, harder to throw the football in the rain, so dominant, physical trenches.
Williams. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Taking it the other way. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. On the run, it's Young. Turning it on. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Lewis. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. On the draw, it's Young. Fights off a defender. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there. As a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Here's Lewis to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Colorado. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be your...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. Trying to get through the noise, it's Lewis. Quick strike complete. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. And how about this call and excellent timing between the quarterback and running back on the angle route?
And how nice is it, Reese, on offense to have running backs that can catch the football, right? In these types of situations, on 3rd down, they can help your drives continue. They can give another element to this offense the defense has to worry about. This running back really is a weapon.
And the Buffaloes have their offense in high gear. Using his legs, it's Young. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll run it to the right side. There's some room. Got enough space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
Colorado 7, Washington 0.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run it. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Working that left side now. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Get me a 1st down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
Making side adjustments here. They'll give it on the counter. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Ready. Red 80. Mike 24. Mike 24. Square. Ready, go.
Here's a give to Washington. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. And after that last play, there is a Husky who has yet to get up. That is a sophomore offensive lineman down on the play, and we hope he's able to return soon. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46.
Ready. Get. Level. Flash. Ready, go.
Here's Williams to throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Now on the return. Makes a move. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Lewis on the play action. On the run, still looking. Fires to the right. It's caught. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a 1st down.
I mean, some quarterbacks have a hard enough time just completing passes in the pocket, but to do it on the run, like when you got that kind of speed and that kind of momentum going, it takes a special kind of athlete, and that quarterback, he's a different breed.
Throwing, Lewis. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking for room. It's Young. Makes it past the marker. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, So hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
The Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll try the right side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, they're trying to go toss on this play, but defense just wins at the point of attack. They're able to defeat the blocks and get the ball carrier down behind the line of scrimmage.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? Here's Lewis. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback. On 3rd down, really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Punt is in the air. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. Things haven't gone exactly the way they drew it up. Turnover, punt, and now they have it back. They'll send the back in motion. Here comes the option. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. The Huskies want to move quickly.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Third down from the gun, Williams. Fires to the big fella. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Williams. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Washington. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving.
Hey, check it. 89-19, fire ball.
The offense changing the play.
80-22, myself. Go.
On third down, here's Washington. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all fourth downs are created equal. Like, right, this is a shorter fourth down. You're on your side of the field. You're down. You're trailing in the football game. So I think this offense might have to take this opportunity to be aggressive, try to make this fourth down conversion, and try to go down the field and get some points on the board.
Punt is on its way. Not a lot of room to field this one. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Lewis. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Behind the chains now on second and long. Lewis to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Man, that linebacker is athletic. He can make tackles in space against very athletic dudes. That receiver's not an easy guy to bring down. That linebacker got him down quick.
Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Gonna take a shot. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Throwing, Williams. Got him downfield. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Washington wants to go quickly. The running back has it. Got enough for the first. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. Motion from the wideout. A first down run in the red zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Williams. A little release to the back. Touchdown, Huskies. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass.
Number 93, Celtic kicker.
He'll bring it out. It's Gibson. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Here's Lewis to throw. Fires to the wideout. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, that's disappointing for the offense because that's a play that you rep all week long in practice. You should be able to hit that one no problem. The QB receiver couldn't come up with a completion.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Lewis wants to pass. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Buffaloes will punt this one away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Here's Williams to throw. Bringing the heat. Hit as he throws. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway and now they're in business. One more snap coming before halftime. On the move, it's Young. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Buffs! Rolled his way into the end zone.
And that is going to leave the head coach scratching his head. The final play of the first half, your opponent runs the ball, and you can't tackle him and get him down with all those bodies back playing prevent. That is a terrible job of defense, and to add insult to injury, you've now given up the lead.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We begin with the South Carolina Gamecocks taking on the number 5 team, the Florida Gators. And it's the Gamecocks taking this fellow top 10 team to the cleaners so far. We're not even at halftime, and it's looking like a one-sided affair. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Conference USA.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the...
That's a fumble on the play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Play fake, Williams. Throws to the wideout. Zips it out to his man.
I love that play call. And quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Might be calling a hot route. They'll run it. It's Washington. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Now they'll try the right side. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Gets the back moving. Lined up in the gun. Williams on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Breaks the tackle. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to him. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
And after that punt, that's where they'll mark it. It'll be just inside the 35-yard line. Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to adjust the pattern.
Bubba. Q. Booster. Let it go.
Williams lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Williams looking for a man. Fires to the middle. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
Washington sends out the punt team.
On to kick it away.
On his way back from the 20. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Lewis. Now improvising. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. Trying to get through the noise, it's Lewis. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
And, man, you got to love the way the defense just took this field. Like, offense scores, cuts into the lead, and they had some juice, some energy, flying around, being physical, everybody getting to the football, and now forcing the punt and a chance to give the ball back to their offense to do some damage.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but, man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points.
And it's picked off for the third time today. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
First play of this drive comes from the 27. Looking for a gap. It's Clinton. They open the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. They've pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. Play fake, Lewis. Flushed out of the pocket. Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Running inside. It's Young. And they get him down.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, "Sit down, sir."
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Here's Lewis. Pocket breaking down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. And the Buffaloes will try to pin them back with the punt. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Here's the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. And now, deep in the fourth quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's got it on the right. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. He wants to change this route. Throwing, Williams. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. The give on the option. Picks up the first down. He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown, Huskies. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's good, and he pushes the lead to 3. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished that thing off in style with a 49-yard touchdown run.
Number 93, set to kick off.
He'll bring it out. It's Perry. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. And now, after being stymied for this entire second half, they must put a scoring drive together here and answer that last touchdown. Makes a grab and room to run. And he'll run out of bounds, but a much-needed productive play in the passing game.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Looking for space. It's Young. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. How about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Lewis. Quarterback adapted. Bought a little time, lets it go. Tight end finds a soft spot. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
What a weapon this guy is, right? At the tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. He'll stop playing momentarily for the injured Buff. That is a sophomore offensive lineman down on the play, and we hope he's able to return soon. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The Buffaloes calling their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He's got it on the move. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? He sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the 1st down.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. Colorado will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout here. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to fire. Touchdown, Colorado! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. The Buffaloes leap back on top.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing 2 heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th.
Washington, 17. Number 35, set to kick this one.
And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Break. Over. Ready. Wide, and go.
A hand to the running back. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3.
Booster.
Williams dumps it to the back. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
It's now 3rd down.
Third and short now from their own 48. Sends it back in motion. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. And the Huskies will hustle to the line.
I like a nice quick decision by your quarterback. See what the defense is doing. And again, know where that yellow line is. Go get to it and get the first down.
Quarterback making adjustments.
Hydro. Ready, go.
Here's Williams to throw. It's complete to the left. Breaks into the open. And that'll be enough for the first down. A gain of 13 on the play. And the clock stops for the 2-minute timeout. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs.
Here we go. Ready. Ready, go.
On the option. Now the toss. At the 20, he's got space. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the first down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory.
Really nice read that time by the quarterback in the option. He had the ball out on the perimeter. He saw his pitch guy open, nobody accounting for him. So you flip it to him quickly, nice accurate pitch out in front of him, easy catch, and then he's able to do the rest. Look at the speed that time on the perimeter by the pitchman, picking up a massive gain for this offense.
Ready. 180. Jet. 180, go.
On the option. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
Mike 44. Hey, move. Go.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And if you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points. And this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here.
Ready. Blue 85. Spider under. Go.
Calls his own number. Touchdown, Washington! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead. The Huskies back on top.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
And he tacks on the extra point. Here he comes with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Here's Lewis to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick. Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Third down from the gun. Lewis got the quick pass. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Throwing, Lewis. Quarterback moving. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And after the pickup, gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late.
Man, it's so nice to have guys like this who do the right thing. You have to understand the situation. Yards don't get me anything here. I don't need yards. I got to get points, but that time is ticking. Nice job stopping the clock, getting that out of bounds.
Lewis to throw. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down.
Got to give this defense tons of credit. How good have they been on the back end in coverage? Just feels like every time this QB is throwing the ball, it's been contested. They haven't given up a lot of yards, and they need to continue to be great in coverage with the lead in this 2-minute situation.
They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. And this one to bring us to a deadlock in the final moments. The field goal is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And that's a frustrating miss. The offense does their job, man. Gets them in position. Tried to score a touchdown, tried to go get the win, but trying to tie it up in the last second, got him in range, and the kicker, he just missed it. He missed the opportunity, and this one's over.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.